This broadcast, presented by Squirtle and its partner schools, is not to be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The content and descriptions on the platform may not be disseminated without the written consent of Squirtle and its partner schools. The thoughts and opinions shared on Squirtle's platform are those of the individual and do not necessarily reflect the views of the organization or its partners. Squirtle does not tolerate or condone hateful, bigoted, or divisive content. We want to thank our schools, advertisers, and individuals that have joined with us in our mission to build community around the local school.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edmond North High School for tonight's area consolation semifinal. The Indians taking on the Spartans of, I was told Southeast, but it's actually the Ardmore Tigers. I was going to say, and those uniform colors do not look right to me. So hopefully we did get some new equipment in today, so you should have a nice clear picture of the scoreboard there on your lower left. So big thanks to Elliot Robertson, Matt Goucher, and Rodney Hayden for making that happen for us. I know that's something you all have requested, and we're trying to bring you the highest quality product that we can. Starting for the Indians tonight, number 4, Matt Topai. Number 5, Dominic Havern. Starting at guard, number 14, Evan Romanos, the junior statesman. Number 24, Trey Davis, a freshman in the starting lineup. And rounding out the starting 5, number 35, James Ravelis. Indians head coach is Rodney Hayden. He's assisted by Gavin Beavers, Fred Slaughter, Briar Workman, and Tyler Hill. He's also the Director of Athletics, Tim Pounds High School Principal, Craig McVeigh, Superintendent of Schools. So big thanks to all of them for making it happen. And starting for Ardmore, number 0, Dee Coleman, a senior. Dakari Scott, number 2, the senior. Number 3, Dion Brown, also a senior. Number 11, Jordan Brown, the junior. And number 33, Shedrick Jones, number 11. Head coach is Kyle Jesse. He's assisted by Demetrius Hines and Wayne Rogers. So, big thanks to Coach Hayden and Matt Goucher and the ladies who handle all the purchase orders and the finances in central office for getting us super short notice. Some upgrades to our equipment to help improve the quality of the broadcast that you all see at home. And Kurt Parker was able to be the politician that he is and convinced head coach Jennifer Douglas of the Lady Indians. She's going to come talk to us at halftime, so we'll bring you that. Whistle blows, and we are underway. That ball tipped and secured by Dominic. Dominic quickly into James. He gets isolated. Turnaround jumper. Good.
Excellent footwork by James right there.
And we are aware of the glitch in the video. Sounds like we've got good audio, but it's an internet connectivity thing, and it's not something that we
Great
can
lead pass to James.
Yeah.
Trey follow up and score.
4-0 Indian lead, 7:27 to play. We're aware of the video issue. We're trying to get that restored. It's an internet connectivity issue that's beyond our direct control to fix. We're using the same cell network as your cell phones. This is a packed gym, so there's a lot of people on the cell network right now, but we're going to bring that to you the best that we can. And we've got Cole Owen working quickly to try and restore those issues. Skip pass to the near side.
Good close out
on the floor. Yes, great challenge by Evan, that whole possession. He closed out well and challenged it. And Coach Hayden waving down the floor saying, get it up the floor. Into the front court comes Topai. He handles it between his legs, between the circles. Dribble handoff to Evan. He clears Dom out to the right side. Evan with it between the circles. He drives to his left. Bounce pass to James. James isolated in the low post again. Great baseline spin, but help comes. That blocked by number 2, Dakari Scott, the senior. Indians still lead 4-0, 6:35 to play. Long three. Good.
And very well challenged by Trey.
And on the back of the made three, Ardmore up in a little bit of a man-to-man press, but Dominic handles it easily. Crosses to his right. Evan with it. Evan back to his left. Finds Matt. Matt drives. And they're going to say Matt stepped out of bounds.
Good job by Matt. If he keeps attacking like that, then he's going to be a handful. Great fake as well.
Long three by Ardmore. No good. Good block out by Evan. Unable to hang on to it, but he stands his ground. Another long three on the pass out. No good. Matt Topai is going to draw the foul. I think they're going to say Topai got a forearm in the back, and he did.
Yes. That full court press by the Ardmore Tigers. Easily broken.
James with it in the low post, turns middle. Good job spotting the double team. He finds Evan on the far wing, and Trey cuts. Can't get it to go, but James cleans up the mess. Battles up in the land of the trees. He can't get it to go. He gets his own rebound, goes up again, and he gets that one to go.
What effort. I like what I'm seeing.
Indians lead 6-3. And we are still working to restore the video signal. Again, it's cell network, so we're going to do everything in our power to try and correct that, but we're going to try and bring it to you like a radio play until we get the video restored.
Good defense right there. They could have pulled up and hit an easy shot. And Trey got off his man and came across.
Yeah, and a long three, no good, rebounded by Matt. Quickly into the front court. He tries to change his shot, doesn't go. That's going to be last touched by Evan, and it is. Into the front court come the Ardmore Tigers. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Indians lead by 3. Dribble hand, or long three rather, no good. Evan corrals it, finds Dominic quickly into the front court. Ardmore in the man-to-man, ball screen coming. Trey does a good job of getting clear in the release off of the screen. James with it, near side corner, set shot from 17, doesn't go.
Smart by Trey right there. If he would have taken one more step into his man, that would have been a foul.
And they're going to get Dominic on the foul. Now that Donovan's with us in person, I'm going to get their names backwards all night. So Dominic called for his first foul. And they're going to say it was on the floor before the shot.
Good rebound by James, an excellent block out by Evan.
Our indications give us that our stream is good. So hopefully we've got the video issue restored. Great pass out by James.
Yes.
Dominic calls his own number and gets it to fall.
Great job by
9-3
Dom.
Indians lead.
I love the angle that he got, and he made himself open to the pass.
Good defense by James. Oh, late whistle. It's all right.
Good job by Trey.
And we'll see who they get here. And they get Trey. So good defense by James. Trey, I think, got him on the backside.
Yes.
So I think some of the El Reno fans thought that that was going to get up. They would call that on James, but actually call it on Trey. All of our indications are we've restored the video, so hopefully that trend continues. Bounce pass inbounds, and Trey guarding on the wing.
Good run out by Trey.
And the three in the corner. I'm not sure if, I think maybe a look they hadn't seen on film. Trey was a little late rotating. I don't think they were expecting it to go right there.
Correct.
Good ball screen high by James. Dominic attacks with his left, changes his shot, can't get it to go. Doing an awful lot of shot changing. Just go right to, that's the indicator Coach Hayden said, just go to the rim with the hand. If you get fouled,
great job.
Matt Topai,
tip by James.
He's going to lead it out. He's going to attack with his left hand. He goes up and under, can't get it to go. But James hangs on to it, and he does get that one to go. 11-6, and El Reno's left about 8 points and rebounds on the floor so far.
Correct. And like you said, go ahead and play through the contact, get the foul.
And looking underneath us at the sea of blue, the Indian Nation has traveled well tonight. Trey closes out, but he jumped at it instead of chopping his feet, and then he got beat on the drive.
Correct.
And James was on a little bit of an island there.
Yes.
And rather than risking the block shot, he held his ground. Layup goes in. Indians lead 11-8.
Correct.
Dominic handles it between the circles.
Yeah, I like the fact that James didn't pick up a cheap foul right there. Keep yourself on the floor. You're much more valuable to us on the floor.
James doing a great job recognizing the double and triple team in a 3-second violation, but they're going to get James for that. That's a good call. He'd been in there a while.
It was a good call.
Just like a quarterback's got a silent clock in his head when he's trying to throw a pass, so too does the big man in the paint. Got to have that clock running.
That's right.
And it's a 3-second violation, but realistically, you're going to get about 5 seconds in there.
Correct.
The officials are going to miss you standing there for the first 2 count.
Yes.
Then they're going to count to 3, and there's going to be another count before they blow the whistle. So
that's exactly
really, you've got
right.
5-6 seconds in there. Long 3. Steph Curry range doesn't go.
Good job by James.
Secures it. And we had a sub here. I believe that's Deontay Washington's checked in. And so has Rossi Harjo. So a smaller lineup. James bobbled the pass, but he just put it on the floor and said, let's go to the basket. It goes.
Good job by James.
13-8.
James is realizing he has that ISO on number 33, and he is taking it each and every time, but there's a couple times that 33 has got the best of him, and he's kicked the ball out, and one was to Dom.
That's good defense by James.
Excellent job.
Evan did a good job. He got beat on the edge, but he tried to tip out from behind and forced the ball handler to pull up. And that just nice hands there, Quick hands by 2. Score the basket.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get Deontay here. No, they don't.
I think they got Rossi.
They did get Rossi,
He kind of stuck his chest and his chin in, and
Jacob is checking in. James is going to check out. Well-earned break for that fella.
And number 32 at post for Ardmore.
Checking in as a big fella for Ardmore, the junior, number 32, Caden Blansett. And given all the indications right now, Kurt, that they're going to press off of this. Big man standing at the far top of the key. 30 seconds timeout called by Coach Hayden. We're going to stay right here. We're 68 seconds away from finishing the first quarter. The Indians lead 13-11. And the game in front of us was a nail biter.
Yes.
And Del City just squeaked out against Midwest City.
Yes.
But that was on the winner side of the bracket.
That's right.
This is the losers side of the bracket, the consolation side of the bracket. So every game between now and Sunday at midnight is a must-win.
Yes. Yes.
You've dropped one. They float you one. The rest of them are on you.
Now, the winner of this game will play Midwest City, I do believe. Because I see Midwest City kind of hanging around.
Yeah,
some of the players.
Yeah, some of the players watching. Coach trying to get in some film work. And this late in the season, there's a lot of film available, but the big issue is you're going to get looks you haven't seen. Great job breaking the press. Rossi with it, reverses it to Evan. Evan with it between the numbers. Deontay dials it up from long and gets it to go. I like to see him get going early. 16-11, the Indians lead, 48 seconds and counting on the first quarter clock.
And we've seen him in JV games get red hot.
And Deontay did a great job out on the edge, defending on the edge right there.
Correct.
And we see Coach Hayden, one of those changes he made, they're in his zone, and an offensive foul called against number 3, Dion Brown, the senior. His second foul, Kurt, so we've got him in trouble early.
That's right.
And we see a sub, I believe, coming for him. Evan checks out. Jonathan Reed checks in. And the Ardmore coach rightfully saying, hey, I've got a guy at the table too. My guy gets to come in. And he does. He's right.
Correct. One of the things...
21 is going to check out, and 3 is going to check back in. Okay, so they're going to say he didn't get to the table in time.
Yeah, one of the things that we're noticing is they predominantly are 3-out shooters.
Yep.
And so if we can run them off that 3...
They've got Trey isolated in the high post.
Beautiful pass.
Good look.
And
Trey
goes up strong. Good job by Trey.
Jacob almost underthrew him.
Yeah.
But Trey did a good job of being patient.
Yes.
Letting that ball travel just a little bit further than he normally would.
Yes.
And catching it and finishing at the basket.
Yes. Good
and,
ball.
And they're going to get Trey on the foul.
Get him.
And I think the issue was he swung at it. Let's see if they got with the body or the hand here. And they did. He swung at it. And that's the Pauline Harmon block. Feet on the floor, palms to the sky.
Right.
Or jump straight up and down within your plane. But keep the hands and your thumbs right above your ears.
Correct.
First free throw up and good. And that was by Jordan Brown.
Yeah, excellent quarter by Trey. You know, that's a freshman playing in a big-time loser-go-home game and did well.
In the second, Jordan Brown free throw good. Indians lead by 5, 18-13 with 8 seconds left in the first quarter, so the Indians have one more chance to score. James caught it, wasn't expecting it.
No.
But Deontay dials that one up. It goes. He's 2 to start this one.
Beautiful at the buzzer.
21-13 after 1, the Indians lead. You're watching Indian basketball in this must-win area consolation semifinal. We will be right back.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
And we're back to it as the second quarter is prepared to start. The Indians won the tip, so the Ardmore Tigers will inbound. And unofficially, James with 8, Trey with 4, Dominic has 3, and Deontay with 6 in that quarter. Long 3 by number 11. Doesn't go. And good block out. Rossi secures it, and we've seen some subs here, so we'll see how they start. And it's going to be last touch by the white jerseys. And you immediately see Deontay starting to grow into a leadership role. He immediately turned and looked at the bench and gave the sign. What do you want us to run here? With Dominic on the bench. That one got away. Oh, but Jacob able to hang on to it. Good hands by the big fella.
Nice kiss off the glass.
That was a fadeaway jumper turning middle, and he actually released it blindside.
Yes.
Long
good challenge by Deontay.
Yeah, I got to block him out, though, Jacob.
Yeah.
And they'll watch that on film. They'll look at that one again. Good job by James sitting in the middle of that press break.
Yes.
And Ardmore just sort of showing a token press. They're not working real hard at that press. I don't know how deep their bench is, though. I think this is the first time we've played them this year.
Correct.
The girls played them, but I don't think the boys did. Great move. And
good job by James.
25-15 the Indians lead. 7 minutes to play before the half.
Know where your shooters are. Good job.
Yeah, a little bit of a soft closeout. We got
good job by James
there, but good recovery. And Deontay answers the bell. Can't reach.
Straight up.
If that goes in, that's okay. That was a Larry
Good
Bird
job.
behind the backboard shot.
Yeah.
That was a good finish. 25-17. Now the lead down to 8. 6:35 to play.
And they've got out of the press because they were going to James. He was coming up in the middle, breaking it.
We were shooting layups. Good decision by James. He leaned into the big fella. Didn't get the angle, cleared it out.
What a pass by Deontay, and what a move by Jacob.
Jacob's got to spin baseline right there, though. He tried to go middle, go baseline.
Correct.
You had him back on your hip, and they're going to get Deontay with the block before the shot.
Do you know what? That's a good foul.
Yeah, you stop the layup.
Yes.
And just the first foul on Deontay, but the 5th team foul. 33 is going to check in, 32 check out for Ardmore. Checking in, 33, Shedrick Jones, the starter. His reliever was Caden Blance at 32, and Caden has taken a seat on the Tiger bench. In the event we have any Ardmore Tiger fans watching us, we thank you for joining us, and we welcome you. Good closeout
by Jonathan.
Jonathan there. And a good job by James.
Yes.
33 was trying to lean back and find contact to field James out, and James did a good job. He just took a half step back, gapped him, and caused him to travel. When you play behind the post, you can't just stand there. You've got to get a little bit tricky, a little touch and go, hide and seek back there.
Right there, James was dribbling the ball down. Jonathan was kind of
the travel of our own.
Kind of going step by step with him. Jonathan break to the bucket. He'd have been wide open. And that's a read. And that, and that's it is a read. It's Jonathan Reed, but it's a read on the offense. Read on the offense, and the young man, as a freshman, you're going to learn that.
Number 2, Dakari Scott has checked back in. He had taken a seat for a few minutes, but back into the game he comes. Good job by Jonathan. He tried to turn the corner, and Jonathan just stood there, and Coach Hayden asking for the foul.
Jacob.
Sorry, Jacob, you're right.
But it was a good job. Straight up.
Good job by James. And a good rebound by Deontay.
Very nice.
And great hesitation move.
Kick out.
Jonathan pulls the trigger, doesn't go. James nearly cleans it up backside. And Rossi in pursuit.
Yes. Good hustle. Got to get back. Good job, Deontay, picking up the ball.
In the regional final game that El Reno dropped to Carl Albert, Rossi played a little bit out of control, but he's playing a lot more under control tonight.
Nice block out by Jacob there.
You forced a 15-foot pull-up catch and shoot, but off balance. He was shooting off the wrong foot, fading sideways, so good force there.
Correct.
Great job by James to get isolated. And
excellent, John. Excellent job by James.
And he did that. Number 2, Dakari Scott got a block off of that same play. And James has got to know when he's got isolation with Dakari on the floor, Dakari's going to wait for that baseline spin and come block.
That's right.
If he can hesitate and either get a flyby or there draw the foul, if you know that block's coming, pause, let the blocker jump through, and then you'll go shoot a layup.
That's right.
Doesn't get it to go. I'm a hand talker. Kurt and I are having an entire conversation that you folks at home can't see, but we're waving maniacally like circus clowns up here. 25-17, the Indians lead. 4:55 to play. James will shoot the second of 2 free throws. And he can't get that to go either. Jacob nearly keeps it alive. And it was last touched by Ardmore and El Reno to take possession.
Nice challenge there by Jacob.
And you don't score that as a deflection. That's just an effort play.
That's right.
Effort only shows up on film. Good job by James.
Good job.
Finds Jonathan. He dials it up long.
Nice. Jonathan got his feet set that time.
28-17.
Excellent job by the young man.
We're nearly halfway through the second, and Ardmore has a sub coming to the table. The El Reno and Jacob nearly able to secure that. Did a good job of timing it off the rim, but Ardmore answers the 3. Timeout by Ardmore. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 4:24 to play. Indians lead by 8. 28-20 in this area consolation semifinal. And this is a must-win, and not that every game in the season isn't a must-win anyway.
Correct.
But this must-win has consequences.
Yes.
The winner of this contest will face Midwest City tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow evening.
I'll check.
But we'll look at the bracket at halftime and bring that to you. It's hard to keep up with all of it. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
It's hard to keep up with them all. 15-second orange sounds, 4:24 to play. El Reno will inbound. The inline will be open, so they'll have the ability to run that inline if they need to. And we see Ardmore up again. This time the press is a little more aggressive. Number 0 for Ardmore. D.D. Coleman sitting in Dominic's lap. Dominic trying to fight to get through. Good job of getting in and then out. Dominic's going to have to handle it against pressure. And he does. He broke D.D. Coleman off easily there, and into the front court he comes. D.D. Coleman, if you get him back on your hip, he plays out of control, so try and run right at 0.
Yes.
Yeah. Dominic saw it, but he saw it late in the defense collapse.
Yeah.
It's the right look. He's just got to see it a little quicker.
And make Jacob 6'5".
Yep. Second and 1 for the Indian defense they've given up tonight. The Indian lead down to just 6 now, and they're going to get Jacob. I believe that's his second. Nope, check that his first, but the 6th team foul. And if you haven't been to the Edmond North Gym, it's a nice facility they've got here. And the lead down to 5, 28-23 is Ardmore. I don't think Ardmore's missed a free throw yet. I think every trip to the line, they've made them all. So something to keep in mind as the game wears on. Jonathan with it, finds a flashing, and a great seal by.
Excellent job.
Yeah. Great seal by James. He ended up a little bit low, but able to draw the foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws, and Jacob was crashing. He had the putback, so in the event, no foul is called there. He had teammates helping him. 4th team foul. I didn't see who they called that foul on. They already cleared it off the board.
33.
33, thank you. And that's Shedrick Jones, the junior. James, I don't think he's made a free throw yet.
Has not. 0 for 3.
0 for 3, yeah. We see Evan check in, and Jonathan heads to the sideline after good minutes. 3:42 to play. El Reno's left about 10 points in layups and
correct.
And several missed free throws. Now 4 missed free throws, and a great sky job by Jacob. I think he got away with it over the back there. He was really leaning on the guy in front of him. Number 10 tees it up for Ardmore for 3, and it goes. So Ardmore on a run. The Indians were up as much as 10. They're up by only 2 now. So with Carter not playing so far, Coach Hayden trying a variety of different lineups, and a great attack by Evan to James.
Excellent job.
Young fella.
I was just getting ready to say, before that, Evan needs to start putting his handprint all over this game the way we know he can.
Yes.
He may be a little out of sorts without brother up there because he's always used to finding him and finding one another.
5th team foul, and James makes that one. So 1 for, what's that, 5?
1 for 5.
1 for 5, so you got it.
So maybe we uncursed him.
Yeah, make the first one and then make him the rest of them from there out. The Indians back up by 5, 31-26, 3:05 to play in the half.
Good defense by Don, but they're going to get a hand check.
That's a good call. We've talked about that all season. You get the size up, and then you got to go hands off, and Don just couldn't get it off.
Yes.
El Reno, their 7th team foul, has now put Ardmore in the bonus foul situation.
Correct.
That first free throw up and
good. They do not miss free throws.
They haven't missed a free throw all night.
That 3-point shooting and free throws and driving to the bucket, that's their, that is what they hang their hats on. And they do it very well.
Second one falls. Trey's going to check in and send Deontay. He's 2 for 2 from long tonight, so a taller lineup now for Coach Hayden.
Yeah,
and Evan draws the foul.
Excellent job.
He was just trying to break the press.
Yes.
But he drew the foul. Number 3 is going to check in for Ardmore. Dion Brown.
And Zach, I was just getting ready to say Coleman, Scott, and Jordan Brown are deadly from the perimeter.
Yep. Sharp shooting tonight, at least. Inside 3 to play, 31-28, the Indians lead in the first half. Good job by Trey hanging on to that, but that's going to get away from him. Last touch by the white jersey. And I've got number 2, Dakari Scott, as the last Tiger to touch that. Good handoff, or good, almost a handoff, a pass to James. He can't get it to go. Can't get it to go the second
Good
time, but
job
he's going to go
by
shoot
James.
two.
Yes.
And we'll see if he's going to shoot two or if it's the bonus. It's going to be the bonus. They're actually going to call that before the shot, but that was the 7th team foul, so he'll shoot the 1-and-1 bonus. Matt Topai is going to check in, send Trey Davis to the bench. So we see Coach Hayden bringing some shooters on the floor and giving James some help with Big Jacob Robertson.
Great piece of coaching right there by Coach Hayden because Trey has 2 fouls. We don't want him to pick up his 3rd foul.
And James now just 1 for 6 on the night from the charity stripe. And he's going to go all night.
Yes.
And that's going to be a 3-point and
yes,
one. They'll have an opportunity to really flip this game on its head.
And that's yet another spot-up shooter, Dion Brown.
Yeah, number 3. We're tied 31 apiece. They're going to call Evan for that foul.
Yes. Good challenge by Evan. I think he got a little off balance in the air. The way he went up, he didn't go straight up.
Good hustle by James. That one nearly got away from him, and that would have been a 5-point swing if they capitalized on that mistake.
Now they're trying to trap on the corners. Good job by Evan coming over.
He turns it over.
And he turns it over.
Dominic's got
take care of it.
Responsibilities.
Excellent job by Dom.
My head coach always called those bonus point plays. They don't go on the scoreboard other than in the foul category, but they can swing momentum.
Absolutely.
Called those bonus points. Dominic handling the ball well. Matt has come
good job. He came to the ball.
And good job by Jacob coming to it as well, and he traveled. Yes, he did. He traveled about as far as our walk from the furthest parking lot I've ever seen at a high school complex in my life, Kurt.
Yes. Yes, we definitely got our steps in.
Yeah, note to self, show up a day early next time.
Yes.
Long 3 by Ardmore goes. Inside 2 to play. Ardmore on the better part of about a 14-2 run-ish.
Attack.
Good job by Evan. Blue jerseys in a dead sprint to kill the break. Able to get there. You got him leaning backward.
Close.
90 seconds. Indians trail by 1 in the first half. They've been up by as many, I think, as 10. And they're,
correct.
And they're trailing now by 1. And they're going to get Matt over the top. Oh, no, a travel. I thought they got Matt for a foul, but they're saying the travel first.
Yes.
And that's what we call a first foul, second foul situation. When you have a bang-bang play, you call the one that happens first.
James did an excellent job by just standing and being the Rock of Gibraltar.
Yeah, he said, come on, Bubba. James holds his ground. Deontay, so some of these young freshmen and sophomores for Coach Hayden have a tall task of handling against a very athletic press tonight. And we saw Brianna Blackout mature before our eyes last night, and we've seen that a little bit tonight too, especially with Deontay and Jonathan. Evan finds James isolated, last touch by the white jersey.
And again, and James looked at him and he said, get it higher.
Yeah. That's where you point to the rim. Throw it up to the rim and let me go get it. Throw it 10.5 feet up there and let me go play for it.
That'd have been an easy 2.
And with Carter, that'd be an alley-oop dunk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a travel. And I think James' argument there is it was interrupted dribble. I didn't have possession, but
correct.
That ship has sailed. 54-4 on the clock, and I believe.
Well, and when you've got 3 people on, you kick it out, reset.
Yeah, he was doing a good job of that earlier tonight.
Yes.
He struggled with that long 3. Nearly, I think that was actually an alley-oop intended for Dakari Scott there.
Good job by Evan. Smart by Dom. Very smart. Yep. Good job by the point guard.
Hold for the last shot unless you get a wide open layup. 25 seconds. Deontay comes off the James ball screen. Gets it stripped, but it goes off the white hands.
Yep.
Checking out for Ardmore, number 11, Jordan Brown. James gets isolated. Does a good job of identifying the double team quickly. Matt's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled from behind. He'll shoot the 1-and-1.
Excellent ball fake. And what an athletic play by Dom. I thought that was going out of bounds for sure.
Yes, sir. 11-6 on the clock. Topai will shoot the 1-1, and we see all 4 blue jerseys back on the defensive side of half court. You immediately see Evan and Deontay talking. Rossi's going to check in here as well. Rossi checks in. James comes out. Good sub there. One, it keeps James out of foul trouble, and 2, yes, you've got an opportunity to play for a steal and a shot.
Yes. Matthew tied the game just then.
We're tied 34 apiece. 35 apiece.
Excellent job.
And they're in a press. That's exactly what he did. He subbed out for tempo on the press.
Great job. Great call by Coach Hayden.
Evan covering the ball handler.
Oh, nice.
He picks his pocket. You got a chance to trap him right there. A double clutch 3, no good. We're going to go into the half. The Indians lead 35-34. Strong start. Indians cooled off a little bit, but able to keep it going. We're going to take a break. We'll see you in just a few minutes with girls coach Jennifer Douglas. You're watching Indian basketball. We'll be right back.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted.
Good evening, folks. We are here with Lady Indians head coach Jennifer Douglas. And last night you secured the easy, it's never easy to get to state, but the short trip to state.
Yes.
And that's what, your 4th trip in 5 years now? Is that?
Yes. No, it is our 5th in 6 years. So I've been here. This is my 6th year here, and this is number 5. Last year we made it, and then Ashlyn's freshman year we made it. So we didn't make it her sophomore year.
Okay. Now let me ask this. And everybody who qualifies for state is an outstanding team.
Correct.
But how is it helpful to you to have coming into the state tournament on the top side of the bracket as one of the top 4, as opposed to having to fight your way in, other than it saves you a game?
Oh, most definitely. My first 2 years at El Reno, we came into the state tournament on the loser side. So we had to play on the east side. We had to play 2 of the top teams from that side. And so it was really tough for us to get past that first round. The first year that we got to come in as a winner, that's the year that we finally got our first state tournament win in El Reno girls basketball history, and so we made it all the way to the state championship that game and that year. And then same thing with last year. Last year we went east, but we chose to go east, and we ended up as a winner And so whenever we came into the state tournament last year, we got one of the lower seeds, and we made it to the semifinals. And so it's definitely easier. It's more of a break. It's not so much as a rush. And you do get the lower seed, and so it's always nice going in. I wouldn't say that the first game is easy by any means because, this is the top 8 in 5A. But it's most definitely a little bit more refreshing to know that you definitely have more of a chance to win.
Sure, and you all have seen, you lost to Sapulpa last year.
Yes.
But you've seen them this year at the Shawnee tournament. You beat them.
Yes.
How is that confidence helpful to the ladies as they, at some point, they're going to come across Sapulpa?
Yes. So as of right now, Sapulpa is the number 1 seed on the east side, and Carl Albert is the number 1 seed on the west side. So therefore, they will be opposite in the state tournament bracket, and that will put us on the Sapulpa side.
Okay.
So if everything matches up correctly, we should see Sapulpa in the semifinals again this year. That's not what Coach Caleb and I decided. We wanted to meet in the championship, but we'll definitely take that semifinal matchup again. I'm excited for it. We were pretty successful for the things that we did against them. However, they're going to make adjustments. She's an amazing coach, and so we just have to make sure that we make the minor adjustments and study that game film and make sure that we're ready for whatever adjustments they throw at us.
And she's got the young one who's generational level talent. And the good news is you're experienced, you've been there, and I ran into Ashlyn this morning. I was talking with Patty in the athletic office. I ran into Ashlyn this morning, and I asked her, how are you feeling? She went for 41 last night.
Yes.
Nobody ever wants to go for 41. You always talk about going for 41, but the wear and tear of going for 41. How helpful, you don't get a week off per se, but you're able to create practices that save legs, maintain conditioning. Ashlyn said she's looking forward to the break. I know Titana's looking for some rest. How is that roughly week off going to be beneficial as you head into what is easily the single most difficult grind of this 30-game run?
Most definitely. Titana getting hit, it gave her not necessarily a concussion. However, she was shaken up and got her bell rung, and so she definitely had a headache, and it carried on to the next few days. And so then on top of that, Ashlyn, in the Piedmont game got banged up pretty bad, and then going 41, and I think Ashlyn I only gave her a 2-minute break the whole entire time last night. And so most definitely it's important for all of our girls. Janae and Pauline have been giving me a lot of minutes as well, and so it's good for all of us just to be able to rest legs and just kind of relax a little bit, because today we didn't have to practice. We relaxed, and they get to come in and shoot around tomorrow and then have more of a relaxing time this weekend and not have to just worry so much.
Sure. And we saw Brianna hasn't gotten a lot of time with Paige going down. It's next man up.
Yes.
She struggled in those first several reps she got.
Right.
The game seemed really fast for her, but we saw her from the start of the game to the end of the game last night grow not by steps but by leaps, by yards, by miles. We saw her mature in front of us, and how is that going to be helpful to you?
Brianna is a big body, and she can block out really well. She plays great defense, hands straight up, so she disrupts shots easily. It's just confidence, at this point. We're blessed in the fact that, we had Pauline and Paige, and so we didn't ever really have to go that deep into our bench. So, that's something that we've talked about since the Bishop McGinnis game. Who's going to step up in that role, because Paige has some pretty big shoes to fill. She's pretty amazing, and so who's willing to do what they need to do to make sure that we're successful? And Bree made me a little nervous. I'm not going to tell you. She made me a little nervous, the first couple of playoff games. However, she's done a good job. She came in and gave us some really valuable minutes last night. I was super, super proud of her.
Coach, we appreciate your time.
Yes.
Guys, we got about just under 2 minutes left in the halftime period. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the second half of action. We thank Coach Douglas for joining us, and we will see y'all after the break.
Yes.
Innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV.
30 seconds remaining on the intermission clock. And I believe the Indians are going to have the ball to start the third quarter of play here at Edmond North High School, home of the Huskies. We did get confirmation that our video stream's been restored. We tried a variety of things, and whatever combination of Band-Aids we managed to put on it got it fixed. And folks, it's the same cell technology you use at your house when you're FaceTiming or text messaging or watching Netflix on your cell phone. We're using the same technology here. So this is a big gym with a lot of people in it. I think we just had a network overload as the fans from the game in front of us were headed out. And El Reno will inbounds. Starting the second half, Evan, Dom, Matt, Trey, and James. So back to the original starting five. And into the front court they come. Dominic handling, and Indians lead 35-34. And a good look, but overthrown, and James tried to throw it off the Ardmore player, but good hands by 11 to wrangle it. And a good block by Trey, rundown block there. Matt handles it. He stutters, he's going to pull it out. Drives to the right to find some contact, but kicks it out to Evan. Evan dials it up long, it doesn't go.
It's a good look.
And we see speaking of Lady Indians, we see them walking in. I think they've been here, probably coming back from a concession break. Evan rebounds the Ardmore miss, and he leads the break. And Trey, God bless him, is trying to split through the defense, and they're going to get Evan for a charge. Good call.
Yeah.
And James knocks down 15-footer from the short corner. Evan was at full steam, and Trey was hung up in traffic trying to weave his way in and out of the white jerseys, and at one point they almost ran into each other. And that's not Trey's fault. That's just the nature of transition basketball. And the Ardmore Tigers into the front court. Both teams 0 for to start the second half. There looks like a little slick spot there, Kurt. Almost lost his footing, but able to knock down the jump shot. So Indians back on the bottom side of the scoreboard for only the second time this game. Good bounce pass. Topai. He thought about shooting it, decides not to. Finds James in the high post. James pulls the set shot from 15.
Good job by Trey not picking up that third foul.
The hesitation, the crossover.
Nice defense by Matthew.
Good defense.
Straight up on his tiptoes.
Into the front court, Evan comes. Able to hang on to it. The pass was low to Dominic, but he steps out of bounds. And that's why you don't jump until you know what you're going to do. Right. He jumped, tried to find something, and there was nothing there.
Right.
And you actually saw him stick his hand out and dap up 11 and said, good D on the corner there, man. I had nowhere to go.
Down number 0 jumped backwards about 5 feet, and he was planning on bouncing off of him.
Exactly. And not only does he get out of the way, he actually shut the passing lane Dominic was looking at.
Correct.
So that'll go down as a turnover for the point guard. Indians trail by 1. 11 pull up in traffic, spins out. Good rebound by Matt. Yes. And he's going to lead the break. Matt behind his back to his left hand. Between the circles. They're going to trap him near to the division line, able to get rid of it. They've got Trey isolated in the low post, and he makes the layup from the left side. 37-36, Indians back on top. That's what you've got to do. If they're going to trap you at half court, you're going to have open post players.
Yep.
And if Evan picks his pocket, he's going to lead the break. He's got a 3-on-2 advantage. It gets tipped out from behind. Matt able to wrangle it. Goes up and under. Doesn't go, but last touch by the white jerseys. It'll be blue ball.
Great hustle there by Evan.
Yeah. Dominic to James. James finds Trey, but he overthrows him. He threw it right to the help side there.
Just like James said earlier, to
El Reno
to Evan, throw it high.
Yeah, El Reno struggling a little bit against the transition game. They're overcommitting. Right there, Matt committed to taking the charge, and he did it about 3 steps early, and it gave the Ardmore man the opportunity to step around and make a layup. Dominic,
excellent job by Dom.
The little spinning jump hook off the glass and gets it to kick over and in. Indians back
saw
on
that
top.
Crease and went after it.
And they're going to get Dominic for a foul here. I believe it's his 3rd, but we'll see what they bring to the table. Deontay's going to check in. He's 2 for 2 with the long ball tonight.
Yes.
I believe. Rossi's going to check in as well, so Matt and Dom going to check out as they bring in the senior reserve point guard and the freshman sharpshooter. Indians fight through a series of screens and force the safety valve. That's the last option out of that. And he caught it at the volleyball 3-meter line, so pushed him out near half court. Deontay doing a good job of binding up.
Good challenge by James.
And a good rebound by Rossi.
Absolutely.
I think he got hung up in a bundle of flailing arms that did a good job. And that's hard to hang on to the ball in that environment.
Correct. He was strong with the ball.
And Evan was strong with it there.
Yes.
Trace, a timeout, Coach Hayden. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Indian basketball. 4:12 to play in the 3rd. Indians lead by 1.
In case you forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
And we're back to it. James takes it. Indians lead by 1 and an offensive foul. They're going to get James with the push. Coach Hayden frustrated, tapping his brow, saying, use your heads.
Yes.
And he's down talking to the substitutes, making sure they understand the assignment. 3, unguarded, 4-3, and it goes. Can't let that happen.
You cannot leave him alone.
Nope, that's not something you can get away with at this level. Inside 4 to play in the 3rd. Indians trail by 2, 41-39. James posted up, he finds it. I think he's waiting too long to make a decision. Tries the one-handed jump from the far side. He shoots it clean.
Very nice.
Just as I say, he's taking too long.
Good challenge by Trey. I think he even got a piece of it on the way up.
Skip pass, good closeout, but Evan jumps past him. And now we're scrambling. But good job, understanding his assignment. He didn't over pursue. And You see the El Reno faithful put their hands together recognizing what we just did, but we give up that 3x3, and it goes.
Yeah, they had us on roller skates.
Sure did. That's going to be a kicked ball. Stay right here. El Reno will inbound.
Trey's got to take that big, long right leg and wrap it around that guy and get over in front of him because the guy is getting low and he's pushing him out to the side. Trey's got to make himself big.
James with it again. Finds he's isolated. Attacks the right.
Nice job.
He'll shoot two.
Nice job by James.
He's going to have to make the correction with his free throws here. Free throws are going to be big down the run. First team foul for Ardmore in the second half. Speaking of Brianna Blackout, James still 1 for 7 on the night. Can't get the first one to go.
And at this level, at this place, in time, in playoffs, you have to make free throws.
Yep. Well, we missed at least 8 points in layups in the first half. And he's, what was that, 2 for 7, I think?
2 for 7.
Okay, so we left 5 points in free throws, and we left 8 points in layups, and that's about a double-digit lead as we trail now by 2.
I think you're being kind when you say 8 points left in layups. I think we've missed about 8 layups.
Good defense.
Excellent defense. Good rebound by Deontay.
Yeah, and good communication. James recognized that's a blue jersey. I'm going to let him play that.
Yes.
Because he knows if he rebounds that, he's going to get hit for a traveling because they're going to run into each other.
Yes.
Good pass by Deontay. James tries to turn the
good idea.
Great baseline
Great job.
But the big fella gains the advantage.
Yeah. Good help.
Still struggling in the transition game. The transition game and free throws have been our issue so far tonight. Indians trail by 4, 46-42 with 2 to play in the third. Rossi with it on the left side. Finds James just outside the high post. James isolated. He's going to drive. Backs under, and they're going to get a travel first. That's a good call. I think James is working too hard here, Kurt.
Yeah.
He's trying too much.
Yeah, just pull up and take that little 5-foot jumper off the glass.
Shoot the jumper or drive, get isolated on the big fella, come to the corner, and you're standing with 2 feet under the basket, give me the ball and go get the foul.
Right. Inside, outside. Back to inside.
Late whistle, but they're going to get Deontay, and it's a good call. And that's Deontay's 3rd foul, the team's 4th foul.
Yeah.
Indians trail by 4, 46-42 with Caden Blansett. I don't have a height and weight chart, but he's a big fella.
I would say he's about 6'6".
Yeah. I'm 6'7", and James is about 6'5", and he's got a little bit of an advantage on James.
And he's a good free throw shooter.
Knocked them both down, but El Reno's got a chance to capitalize here on a miscommunication on the press. We'll see how quick they can adjust to it. Dominic handling it, crosses from his left to his right. He's going to attack the basket. Finds Rossi. He tees it up from 3 from the corner.
Good shot by Rossi.
Indians cut the deficit in half, and they trail by only 3. 48-45.
Dom did something that he hasn't done all game. He got into the middle of the lane and kicked it out.
And they're going to get Deontay on his 4th foul. And Coach Hayden looking saying, why reach right there? Just keep the man in front of you.
Right, and we've said that a bazillion times this year.
That's his 4th foul.
You know, keep your hands out. Don't reach. And move your feet.
That's right. Rossi.
Good job by Rossi.
Yeah, that's a tough cover.
Yeah.
But.
And when he spins, it's kind of like what they're doing to James. When he spins, we need somebody right there.
We're getting overextended on the help side.
Correct.
When that drive comes middle.
Correct.
What they're doing, they're getting in the middle and they're forcing help side to be 1 pass away. So
yes.
You've got to be not on help and a charge on James. We are just out of control in every facet of the game right now.
We are.
Team's 6th foul. Only 1 foul against Ardmore. Deontay checks in. Check that. Jonathan checks in. Deontay checks out. 55 seconds. In the third, the Indians trail by 5. 45-50. Ball screen coming.
Good job by
does a good
Dom.
job of getting through it. And that's a good job of talking, letting Dom know it's coming. Yep, and we're just getting beat off the bounce. When you get beat off the bounce in a man-to-man, they're going to make a layup.
Correct.
Well, they're going to get a layup opportunity. One of the differences is they're making theirs, and number 2 gets called for a foul. That's the second foul on Dakari Scott. And just the second foul on Ardmore. Indians trail by 7, 45-52, and what has been a pretty significant turn of fortune here in the second half for the Indians. They find Rossi. He tees it up. He's 1 for 1. He's 2 for 2.
Good job, Rossi.
Rossi knocks down the 3. I actually think he's 2 for 3. I think he missed one in the first half. Late getting up, no shot.
Excellent job by Evan right there.
Indians fight off a 7-point deficit to draw within 4. 48-52, Indians trail. We have 8 minutes to play. You're watching Indian basketball.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages.
With the 15-second horn having sounded and the quarter change drawing to an end, the Indians trail 52-48. And I believe Ardmore's going to have first possession here. I don't recall a jump ball in that quarter. So the first order of business for the Indians is to get a stop defensively here. Except for the situation El Reno put Ardmore in earlier, there is no 4-point shot in basketball, so you can't get it all back at once. You didn't lose it all at once. You're not going to get it all back at once. You're going to do it one possession at a time. And I think a good checkpoint here, Kurt's going to be the 6-minute mark. See where we are at the 6-minute mark.
Correct.
Are we treading water? Are we making inroads? Or are we falling behind?
Yes.
Number 3, the one-bounce shot.
That's not his shot.
No, and a great job by James keeping that alive. That Rodman-style tip rebound.
Yes.
Drill. If you can't get 2 hands, get 1 hand. If you can't get 1 hand, get fingers. Do something to keep that ball competitive.
Correct. A great job by running 3 off the line because the step back is not what he wants. He wants a set shot like Rossi.
Good job. Good decision by Rossi. Evans splits it.
Nice.
Finds Jonathan opposite corner for 3, and it goes.
Good job.
The Indians trail by only 1. So Indians strike first in the 4th. 52-51, Indians trail. Ball screen coming, 0 with the long 3 off the ball screen. He actually didn't use the ball screen, he just used it for spacing. And if that shot goes in, that's a heck of a shot. Rossi did a good job keeping his feet down there, nearly traveled, but a good job hanging on to it. Fakes the dribble handoff. James posted up against Big 32. There it is. Rossi waved off the help side. James in traffic, can't get it to go. And James has got about a 110-pound disadvantage there.
Yes.
Evan challenges, but can't get there. And back on a run go the Ardmore Tigers. Rossi, long 2.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a toe on the line. So that one was 19 feet, 8.5, and we needed 19 feet, 9. So just a 2-point basket there, but Indians within 4. Yeah, 6:10 to play.
Yeah, and we've got to recognize who has the hot hand right now, and that would be Rossi.
And here we are at the 6-minute mark, Kurt. We've gained 1.
Yes.
The Indian faithful asking for an offensive foul. Dominic catches it in the front court. Indians trail now by 6. James finds Rossi. He tees it up for long. Does it go? It does.
Good job. Great recognition by James right there.
56-59, the Indians within 3. So they give up what they got back, or they get back what they gave up. 2 drives, and he gets ripped by Dominic, and he gets it to Rossi. Good job by Dominic.
Excellent job by Dom.
Rossi understands his job is to get the ball to Dominic and find a way to get open.
Correct.
Good shot.
Good job by Jonathan.
And they've got 3 shadowing him.
Holy
Jonathan
cow.
from way downtown, not close. That's a possession you don't want to give up empty there.
Not at all.
11 with 3. Rattles out. Rossi gets it. He's going to lead the offense. Ardmore putting a little pressure in the 3-quarter court. Timeout called, Coach Hayden.
Good timeout.
60-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 4:53 to play in the 4th. Indians trail by 3. 59-56 in this must win.
Taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet.
15-second horn sounds. 4:53 to play. El Reno with 2 timeouts left. Ardmore with 4. El Reno with 6 timeouts. Ardmore with 16 fouls, and Ardmore with only 2. Indians trail by 3. 56-59. Dominic will inbound from the volleyball 3-meter line in the backcourt. Dominic, Rossi, Evan, Jonathan, and Trey, the 5 on the floor. Dominic and Rossi fighting with everything they have to make sure this isn't their last opportunity to put the blue and white on. Good step through. Rossi drives, shoots with his left, it doesn't go. I think it got popped loose because he ended up almost like he shot it between his wrist and his elbow.
Correct.
Tried to roll it off his forearm. 11 shot fake beats James. It rattles out in a foot race. Dominic can't get there.
Good hustle by Dom. We need to stop right here.
Yes, we do. Good defense by Evan on number 2. And Rossi, great discipline, not trying. If he turns to chase that, he's going to get beat. So
correct.
He says, I know this guy's going to catch it. I'm just going to follow his numbers.
Yes.
And a 3-second violation.
Yes.
So they've been consistent on that. They hit James earlier.
Yes.
And Jonathan Reed has checked out, and James Revelis checks back in.
Yeah, and we've got 2 posts in there. Let's go to work.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Really want the ball like a while ago when Trey clapped twice.
And Rossi.
There he is.
Yeah, over underthrow. Rossi needs to understand that he can use those post players to get open.
Yes.
He knows if he goes to James' side, James touches it. Long 3, no good.
Good hustle by Dom.
And Dominic, they've got an opportunity at numbers
here. Yes, they did. And James
quickly into the front court.
Nice job.
Pass to James. It doesn't go. Trey
good job by Trey.
And it goes.
Good job by Trey.
Within 1. 3:35 to play. Indians trail by 1.
Trey did a great job staying with that, tracking it.
Did a good job of timing the jump. .320 to play.
Good job by Dom.
Yep, he walled his man up. James able to keep it alive. Rossi
good hustle by Rossi.
Gets it to Evan, and Evan's going to lead the break. He's got number 0 on his hip. He comes into the front court. James, the 17-footer, well short. I think he's exhausted, Kurt.
Good job by Trey. And great job by Dom.
And they threw it off his foot, and they're saying it hit him on the foot out of bounds. And the official's going to ask for help to see what he has. Both coaches nearly out to the free throw lane line extended. And great communication by the officiating crew. And great patience by Coach Hayden. The instinct is to run out there.
Correct.
And argue your point. And just like in baseball, hey, ask for help, appeal it. They got together, and they got it right.
This is a big possession
Dominic takes
for
advantage
us.
of the reach into the front court. James in the short corner, rolls the middle. Finds Dominic. Finds Deontay. Deontay wanted to pull the trigger.
Yes.
James with it from 14. He's going to go to work as he tries to back down 33. Turns middle. Steps. Shoots over 33.
Beautiful shot.
Indians back on top.
Excellent shot by James.
60-59, 2:20 to play in the fourth.
We need to stop right here, Zach.
Yes, we do.
Big time. Momentum is on the El Reno Indians side.
They've split 0 and 3 opposites.
Yes.
They're going to run one of them off a double screen.
Yes, they are. And there it is.
Defense. And they defended it to
good
perfection.
Good job by Deontay. He stayed with it.
Timeout by Ardmore. Ardmore had no backup play when they couldn't execute.
Yeah, and what I loved right there about Deontay is Deontay was like, okay, everybody's saying it's a walk, but the ref didn't call a walk. I'm saying right with this guy. Great job by a freshman.
60
sophomore. Sorry, Deontay.
It's well, I've done it all season. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 60-59, 2:04 to play in the game. Indians lead.
Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Fifteen-second horn sounds. 2:04 to play. Indians lead by 1. 60-59. So it's been a back-and-forth game. Several lead changes. Neither team.
Yes.
Each team gets a little bit of a lead. The other one battling back. Indians up 10. I think at one point trailed by as many as 7 or 8.
Yep.
And now on top again by 1.
So you might say it's been a game of runs.
Yeah, well, that's... yeah. It's who can make the most and recover from the most in 32 minutes.
Yes.
And Ardmore had all the confidence in the world El Reno couldn't guard that set.
Correct.
They thought they were going to get an open look out of it, and when they didn't,
yes,
they had nothing to stand for.
Yeah, and Deontay.
I think it's a blood sub. Yep, 15 will check in. Yeah, that's what it is. Number 2's tugging at his jersey. It's a blood sub. And we've all done that. Everybody has the blood jersey in the locker room, but it's faster to grab it from your teammate and say,
right.
I'm going to be you for a minute. And the player does not have to sub out for blood if they can correct the issue within 15 seconds.
Correct.
And for all intents and purposes, he did.
Correct.
He had an immediate plan available to resolve that. 2 minutes to play. Indians lead by 1. So we'll see where we are at the 90-second mark.
Deontay needs to find number 3 on the offside.
Yep, and the Indian faithful helping him find it.
And so is Coach Hayden.
But 0 splits the defense. And Deontay, man, that's a tough guard. You've got to guard help side, but know where the shooter is.
Yes.
And Evan harassed, and he's going to throw it away. He had Deontay on the near side.
He did. That's when your teammate comes back to you.
If you're watching at home, 25 is Dakari Scott. Was number 2, had the blood jersey changed.
Yes.
He's now wearing 25. So it is legal to change jerseys to resolve a blood jersey.
Correct. Good job by Dom. Big possession.
Yep, we're going to have to get a stop. Dominic recovers from a hard screen, but 3 wide open. No good. That's his first uncontested miss, I think.
Correct.
He missed one when he was trying to take it off the step back.
Yes.
But that was his first uncontested miss. 61-60. Trey working hard.
Very hard.
He does a good job of releasing and resetting. It's hard to work that hard constantly. You got to sort of attack and reset. And James draws the foul on 33. 33 is Shedrick Jones, the junior.
Yeah, what I want to see James do now is take him up about 2 dribbles like he just did, and then drop step.
Yeah.
And he's got a wide open layup.
And he's got him posted. That's exactly what he's going to do here. He turns the middle. He likes turning middle, shooting with the right hand. And they're going to get Trey with a foul, 1 and 1. And Trey got a little strung out and hung out to dry there. He ended up airborne and player cut underneath him.
Correct.
But good call.
Correct. Yeah, great move by James.
Yeah.
I mean, he got exactly what he wanted.
I'm wondering if he's not beat up on his left side. He was making a killing against McGinnis, turn to the left.
Yes.
He's not wanting to turn turning to his right from the left to get it into his left hand.
Yes.
He's turning to his left to shoot it with his right. First free throw good. Indians trail by 2. We're inside 60 seconds, 50 and change on the clock. And Ardmore's going to press out of this. They brought a guy up that they don't have to have up, I think, just to have bodies to set the press if it goes.
Correct.
And it does. They'll set the press. Indians trail by 3.
Good decision. Back to him.
Yep.
There you go.
Over the triple.
There you go. That's what we wanted. Timeout by Coach Hayden.
60-second timeout. Indians trail by 1 with 31.3. So I expect a full court press with everything they've got here. We're going to keep it here. 63, 62, 31.3 on the clock.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. James had the ball, kicked it out, reset, kicked it right back to him, and it caught the defense completely off guard because they weren't used to that happening. So I don't know if that was a set call by Coach Hayden or James just reset so big and wide that it was obvious that the pass had to go to him.
And it's a little bit interesting. I figured as well as he shot the ball, Rossi would be in right now.
Correct.
I haven't seen him go to the table, but he may have already been at the table to sub. I'm not sure. I can't see this. We can't see the scores table from where we're positioned tonight. So unless we see the player walk over there, and he is in. So he was scheduled to come in before that timeout. Looks like.
Yes.
Coach Hayden down to 1 timeout. Ardmore with 3. Every El Reno foul shoots. And I like this. Dominic standing in the Ardmore huddle, ready to pick him up as soon as they break, and he does.
Yeah, he does.
Ardmore. Conventional wisdom says they hold for the last shot. But they've got 10 seconds to get half of 94. I don't do math. I think that's 47. El Reno in the hard press. They get it across with 7 seconds left, and then they're going to have to foul in the half court. And they do. That foul against number 11, Jordan Brown. He'll shoot the 1 and 1. And Deontay fouls out. Great game for that young man.
Yes.
With big shoes to fill. He and Rossi have had to fill the shoes left vacant by Carter.
Absolutely, yes.
But what you lose is that second shooter.
And
a free throw
fantastic defender.
Yep.
A lot of those threes wouldn't have been even going up.
Well, Ardmore can hit every piece of that rim and get it to fall. I've never seen anything like this, Kurt.
You can. I bet you they've shot over 80% free throws.
The Ardmore coach told the official timeout on the make, so they're gonna come out in a press here. Yep, there it is. 60-second timeout. We will take this one. 65-62. Indians trail by 3 in this must-win area consolation semifinal at Edmond North. 20.2 to go.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care, We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Indians trail by 3, 65-62 at 20.2, so at this point a shot clock is irrelevant. You got two options. You can go for the quick 2 and a foul.
Correct.
Or you can go for the 3 to tie.
Yes.
And with the press, unless you beat the press instantly, you're going to try and get a 3. Now Reno
James has got to come up.
Yeah, and they do get it across. James sets
Good
the screen. Jonathan, biggest shot. Hit let's go!
Jonathan really goes. Great shot by Jonathan.
The biggest shot of that young fella's career.
No hesitation, none whatsoever.
Rossi almost pulled it from 15 or 17. He thought about it and said, that's a better look.
That's right.
I don't have to play defense again. And he ties it.
That was an absolute fantastic decision by Rossi.
Evans checking in, 60-second timeout. We're going to stay here. 3 seconds on the clock. We're tied, 65 apiece. Kurt, what's the one thing you cannot do here?
Give up a layup, give up a 3, or foul a 3.
Yeah, foul at all. It's a 1-and-1.
Straight up.
Yeah, we're in the bonus.
That's right.
Can't foul at all.
You play defense with your feet, with your arms out. Don't reach.
And we see Alex Bray stretching. Big James Revelis on the baseline. That may be why he's been so slow getting around. We've been there where you know if you walk too hard, it's going to lock up. And you're trying to go as hard as you can without triggering that Charlie horse.
Night in, night out. And you and I know this. We played post.
Yep.
It's a wonder they don't have to take him to the chiropractor every single day.
Yeah.
Because the young man gets wailed on because, as we've said all year long, he's an undersized post.
He plays big. He can score against anybody.
Yes.
He can defend against anybody. And immediately off the floor, Tyler Hill, the assistant coach, doing a great job. He's standing in James' ear saying, here are your instructions.
That's right.
Now let's execute.
That's right.
4 point. They put more time on the clock. There's 4.2 on the clock. In high school, you can reset the clock if you have actual knowledge. So the officials have decided they have actual knowledge. 4.2 on the clock.
El Reno Nation on their feet.
The El Reno Nation.
Here we go.
Giving it all they got. 3 bounces.
Great decision.
The one-footed runner, and it's...
Oh!
I think he had a chance at one more bounce at a layup, Kurt. I thought he pulled it a little early.
Yes. And across the way, I thought Julie Huber was going to fall over the railing.
And her daughter Caroline Huber had some goals early in the soccer contest today, I believe.
Undefeated Lady Indian soccer team.
So 32 minutes not enough. 32 minutes has rarely been enough for this particular group of Indians. You might as well put zeros on the clock, 4 minutes, and say, let's see who's going to win this heavyweight slugging contest.
Yeah.
Who, regardless of who wins, they're going to have a tall order coming in tomorrow night on the back of an OT game.
Yeah.
Regardless if you win or lose this one.
Yeah.
And Dominic Havern, Rossi Harjo, and the Cole Strong, the rest of that senior group, Jabron Hayes, they're all fighting with everything they have, whether they're on the floor, they're in a shooting shirt, or they're in street clothes. They're working just as hard on that bench as a lot of these players are between the lines.
Yes.
And you see them. You can see the seniors they're chewing on their fingernails. They're leaning into the huddle.
Yeah.
You never know when your number's going to get called.
That's right.
You may have played 45 seconds all year, but you never know when your number is going to get called.
And I just saw Jacob go over to James and punch him on the chest like,
let's go, big
come on, big guy.
32 minutes not enough, so we're going to play 36 and see if that can get her done. We're tied 65 apiece. Both teams trailed by a margin. Both teams led by a margin. And after 32 minutes, we're all squared. 65s across. With the sound of the whistle, Trey jumping in the jump circle. I'm not sure what
and we got the tip.
But we secure the tip. So first chance on the offense here. Dominic handles it. Rossi with it on the near side. He puts it on the floor. Crosses from his right to his left.
Nice.
He finds Evan. Evan to Dominic. Dominic back to Rossi.
Good ball movement.
They're going to set the offense up again.
Patient.
They find James. James double teamed in the short corner, and he overthrows. Rossi said, give it to me in the corner. James was looking for him out on the elbow, or on the wing, rather.
And typically, to James's defense,
he shot the ball well from there.
That's where Rossi shoots.
That's where he generally wants it.
Carter's the corner, and Rossi's that wing.
Yeah, he wants the wide wing. First possession empty for the Indians. Ardmore looking for their first offensive trip. Dominic fouls. They'll shoot 2. So each team granted one more timeout. Fouls do not reset. So El Reno still with 9 team fouls. Ardmore with 3. Ardmore will shoot 2 here. First free throw is up and good. 66-65, Indians trail by 1. 3:13 to play. Second free throw up, and it's good. Indians trail by 2, 67-65. Evan with it on the right side against a little bit of three-quarter court token press and into the front court. Dribbling it with his left hand to the left. They're doing everything they can to get James isolated and Rossi open. James spins baseline and he'll
nice
shoot.
Job. There's that drop step.
And Big 32 is going to check in. I'm not sure if that's the 5th foul or if James has just whooped that matchup and coach says I need a change here.
Yes.
That's the 4th personal foul on number 33. And that's Shedrick Jones, the junior. He was in the starting lineup. James is just dog tired, Kurt.
He is.
He's running on fumes. He's doing everything he can to stay in this. He's hitting every bit of hydration he can find. He's getting stretched during timeouts, but when the tank is empty.
Yeah, and between 33 and 32,
they've worked him out tonight for sure. That one long he tried to correct and couldn't get it done. Indians trail by 2. This is a big possession here. We're a little over a minute into the overtime period with 2:50 to play. Indians trail by 2. They need a stop on this possession to keep it in reach. Almost had a chance at it there.
Yes.
Evan fights through the screen, and he's waiting.
Good job by Evan.
Sprint, does he get there?
Yes. Oh.
But now we're out of position. 25 tees it up. That's 2, sorry. Tees it up from the corner and it goes. Kurt, when we do it, I don't understand how it's not a taunting. When they do it, I don't understand how it's not taunting.
I agree.
Great baseline spin by James in traffic. It doesn't go. I think his tank is just about empty, and he's down. He's cramped up bad.
Good challenge by Trey, but nobody there.
And James trying. He is dead tired, but he's giving everything he's got.
Good job by Trey.
Ardmore just needs to hold it. I don't know why they're trying so hard to score here.
Correct.
Just pass it around and let the clock go to 0.
And now Rossi has his
picked the pocket. He keeps, he had it alive, but he stepped out of bounds.
Good hustle by Evan. What incredible defense.
And now Rossi's cramping up. And we've got 2 subs. Matt's going to check in. Jacob's going to check in. Rossi checks out, James checks out.
And I think a lot of this with James, too, is due to that injury that he sustained. And that he's just not at 100%.
No.
But he's given us 100%.
He's running wide open.
Absolutely.
There's just not as much there as we're used to.
Absolutely.
And we don't have Carter.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have Carter. We're down James. The game not completely out of reach. When we get to the 60-second mark, we're into critical possession, and Evan's going to pick up one here. And he and Jacob trying to sort through their miscommunication. When this one's over, we're going to keep the feed open for just a few minutes and recognize these seniors regardless of the outcome of this contest.
Correct. They've left everything on the floor tonight.
Indians trail by 6. If they make this, and they do, that's pretty much going to set this one on ice. I mean, it's not over, but statistically, not the outcome that the Indians were looking for. And a car wreck near the division line. The Indian fans asking for a foul, but I don't think there's a foul there.
No.
But, I mean, they just collided hard. It was just a car wreck.
Yeah.
Not all contact is illegal contact.
No, it was a pass that Dom was trying to
corral. Time was.
Exactly.
And an official stoppage. I'm not sure what he's got here. Blood stoppage on 0. So I think this is a blood timeout. A 60 seconds going to be called. 60-second timeout taken here by Ardmore, and they do. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Indians trail by 7, 72-65, and the must win. You're watching Indian basketball.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced...
We're back to it. Indians with a big hole and a small shovel on the clock. So We'll see if they're able to scoop fast enough to fill the hole in here. They trail by 7, but first they got to get a stop. So I think the tank ran out of gas at 32 minutes, Kurt. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't from lack of effort. James gave all he had. He just wasn't the James we're used to. And a held ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't think the alternating possession arrow matters, there's proof it does.
It absolutely matters.
That would have been a big possession. 2's running free.
It takes the advantage completely away from the defending team.
Yeah, and Matt fouls quickly. 53.2 on the clock, so 2 free throws coming. And right before this season started, I had a conversation with Coach Hayden. I said, hey, what do we need to look forward to? What are we looking at here? And he said, we're going to win some games we shouldn't win. We're going to lose some games we shouldn't, and we're going to find a way to hang with about everybody. And I think he hit it right on the head, other than the blowout loss at home to Del City.
Correct.
Yeah, we lost to Southeast after a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. We lost to Shawnee.
Yeah.
In the Shawnee tournament. We beat them at our place, lost at their place.
Right.
We lost to McGinnis at home in overtime to start the season, but then beat them at their place. We beat Carl Albert, a top 5 team.
Yes.
Matt attacking. He changes his shot. It doesn't go, but he'll shoot 2. Indians trail by 9 with 45 seconds left. And 30 years ago, I'd have said this one's about over, but all it takes is a couple of steals and 3-point baskets, and you're right back in this.
Yeah, that's right.
When I talk to a bunch of old grizzled coaches and I say, what have you seen change most about the game of basketball in all your years? And their answer is almost uniformly the 3-point line. I thought it would be the speed of the game. I thought it would be the complexities of the offense and defense, but they all, even the shot clock, and they all universally say the advent of the 3-point line.
Correct.
Matt doesn't make the first one. That would have been a big make. That takes it to within 8, so 2 threes and you're back in it. And he goes over. He rattles it down. 60-second timeout. Coach Hayden takes his first of 2 remaining timeouts. It's a 60-second timeout. Indians trail by 8 with 45 and change left on the clock in the must-win area consolation semifinal. You're watching Indian basketball. We will be right back.
demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
And we've thanked them once, but it was during that period of the audio interruption. So big thanks to Coach Hayden, Elliot Robertson in the IT department, Matt Goucher, the king of all finances in the district. He makes sure that we keep the balance sheet the way it should look.
Correct.
They were, and the ladies in the central office who handle the purchasing.
Yes.
We had several requests from our viewers to improve the quality of our scoreboard camera, and we were just one or two pieces of hardware away from being able to really increase the product of the quality of our broadcast product. So we got all the parties together and got it all done, and they basically were able to get it overnighted thanks to the fine folks at Amazon. That order was placed yesterday. Elliot brought it to me this afternoon, and we're using it tonight. So big thanks to those guys for making it happen.
Absolutely.
43.4, Indians trail by 8, and I think that may be the first missed free throw by Ardmore all night.
God.
Whatever they are, they've only missed one or two. James checks back in, but he's hobbled. I think he's still cramping.
Correct.
And cramps hurt the most when you got to shoot a jump shot, but didn't bother him too much there. He knocks it down from 16. Matt fouls. 75-68, 32.3 on the clock. And just the second foul on Matt Topai. And a big thanks, as barring anything unusual, but unusual has happened. We suspect this will be our last basketball broadcast of the year.
Correct.
I know Coach Hayden's going to argue and advocate and pound the table and do everything he can to get his broadcast rights to the state tournament, but
yes,
they denied us going to the state tournament last year with El Reno football. We got denied going to the state tournament for softball this year when Kylie Webb and her young softball team made a late run and won 4. I think they won either 4 in 2 days or 5 in 2 days and made a trip to the state softball tournament. 6th team foul called against Ardmore. So Coach Hayes is going to do everything he can to let us bring you the girls. The good news is, though, even if we don't get to broadcast it, it's just down the road in Norman. So
that's right.
You don't have to worry about the NFHS fees. Just come in person and attend it yourself. Dominic can't get it to go as he shoots what will probably be the last shot of his high school career. And I think 32 minutes was all we had in us tonight, Kurt, and that's nobody's fault, just with Carter being out and James being a little bit banged up.
Yes.
Rossi played well. He shot the ball well. Deontay Washington fouled out, I think, at the end of regulation, but he shot the ball well.
Yes.
And Deontay would have made a difference in this.
Oh, absolutely.
In this overtime period as well. First free throw up and good. Indians trail by 9. So what we suspect will be our last basketball broadcast, each and every one of you who tune in with us, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights in a row, as it may be.
Yes.
Each and every one of you let Kurt and I get to come out and have one heck of a time talking about basketball day in and day out. Topai shoots, no good, 7 seconds on the clock, and Ardmore's going to be content to run it out. And El Reno will be content. But Ardmore still has a tall task ahead of them, and the Indians had one ahead of them tomorrow if they had come out on top. They're going to face Midwest City.
Correct.
So big thanks to everybody here at Edmond North High School, despite the parking about a half a mile away. and that's a credit to their facility. People want to come here and watch basketball, and a great game in front of us. Both Middale schools battling each other, and we see Dallas Curtis from the Board of Education here. We thank him for coming out. And each and every one of you who tune in with us 1,000 times a night make our jobs possible. It's been a while since I looked at our been about 10 days since I looked at our viewership numbers, but we were well north of 100,000 and past 50,000 since January 1st, and that's because each and every one of you care about our students, care about our athletes,
Yes.
care about our educators, our administrators, our Board of Education, everybody at El Reno Public Schools, and we thank each and every one of you. That's not all of it for the athletic season. We've got soccer. We've got baseball. We're going to bring you as many of those games as we can. And as always, a great time to increase your marketing reach and be part of our the sponsors and the advertisers on our live stream. Contact Coach Hayden or Hayden.
Absolutely.
HAYDON at elrenops.org or Brooke Robertson, B. Robertson at elrenops.org. They've got all that information. And big thanks to our new sponsors. We're in contact every day with Squirtle, trying to make sure we get those ads ready as quick as we can so we can get those on. And for the 100,000+ of you who tuned in with us since softball in the fall and volleyball through football, tough run for the Gridiron Gang, into basketball. So a little bit of a Cinderella season for the Indians. They overperformed in some aspects, in many aspects.
Yes.
And the great season by the Lady Indian, and it's not over. They're going to play again next week. So for each and every one of you that tune in and follow us, we appreciate you. We know a lot of you. We don't know all of you. And for all of us here at El Reno Athletics and ElRenoIndians.tv, I am the voice of the Indians, Zach Morgan, for Kurt Parker, Cole Owen, Donovan Ramirez, who is a senior, and he'll be moving on to the next great adventure in his life come May. He's traveled all over the great state of Oklahoma with us during football and during basketball. For all of us here, we thank you so very much for letting us be a part of your afternoons and evenings for the better part of 3 months. And as Kurt always says,
go Indians.
We will see each of you at Lloyd Noble on Thursday.